Sir, section 12 subsection 1 of IGST, where location of supplier and location of recipient, both of them in taxable territory. Refer section 12.2 to 12.14. Is clear? Section 12.2 default provision. Section 12.3 to 12.14 not apply, 12.2 apply. Where 12.2 says that place of supply is equal to location of recipient. If the recipient is a registered person, if it is an unregistered person, then the recipient address may be available with the books of the supplier. That place is a place of supply. Sir, in the books of the supplier, recipient address also be not available, sir. Recipient is unregistered person, sir. Very good. Location of supplier is the place of supply. Is clear? 12.3 services in relation to immovable property. It may be architect services, interior decorating services, construction services, or landscaping services, the real estate agent services, short-term accommodation services, or lodging services, or otherwise a short-term accommodation in a boat or vessel, or it may be a particular event purpose. We are giving the immovable property for marriage event, or maybe a social event, for a maybe cultural event, or it may be the official business functions for which I am giving the property for using. In that case, our ancillaries there too. Place of supply is equal to location of the property. If it is outside India, location of recipient is the place of supply. Is clear? Then further, 12.4 of IGST, restaurant services, beauty treatment services, catering services, personal grooming services, fitness services, health services, which includes cosmetic and plastic surgery services. These are the services are considered. Place of supply is equal to where the performance is performed. Section 12.5 training and performance appraisal services. Location of the recipient is the place of supply. If not, where the performance actually performed. 12.6 admission to the event. Place of supply is where the event actually held. 12.7 organizing such event. Place of is equal to location of the recipient. If the recipient is a registered person. If the recipient is a unregistered person, place of goes to location where the event actually held. If held outside India, place of goes back to location of recipient. 12.8 transportation of goods, including mail and courier. Place of supply is equal to location of recipient. The recipient is a registered person. If the recipient is an unregistered person, then where the particular goods are handed over to the transporter for its transportation. If the goods are destined to outside India, place of supply with effect from 1st February 2019 is outside India. Namely, destination of the goods is the place of supply. 12.9 transportation of passengers. Place of the recipient is the place of supply. If the recipient is a registered person. If the recipient is an unregistered person, place of embarking is a place of supply. Where we have right to passage. Right to passage is considered. Location of recipient is the place of supply. If the recipient is a registered person. If the unregistered person, the recipient address available with the books of the supplier. If that is also be not available, location of supplier is the place of supply. In the case of dash, right to passage of passengers. 12.10 facilities provided on board conveyance. The first scheduled departure point of the conveyance is the place of supply. Thereafter we referred section 12 subsection 11 of IGST, telecommunication services, fixed lines where the installation of the line is the place of supply. If it is a postpaid billing address, prepaid where the voucher has been sold, prepaid through internet billing address. If nothing is there, location of supply is the place of supply. Section 12 of the IGST, banking company as well as NBFCs, place of supply is equal to location of the recipient. The recipient is recipient address is available with the location of supplier. If the recipient address not available with the location of the supplier, then the location of the supplier is the place of supply. Repeating, banking company, non-banking company is considered. Other than insurance, 12 of IGST says place of supply equal to location of recipient. If the recipient address available with supplier. If the recipient address not available with the supplier, then location of supplier. Section 12, section 13, in the case of insurance companies are considered. In the case of insurance companies are considered, place of supply is equal to location of the recipient. If the recipient is a registered person, if the unregistered person, the recipient address available with location of supplier is a place of supply. Section 12, 13 of the IGST is clear. 12 subsection 14 by saying that it should be advertisement services. To whom? To government, central government, state government, or statutory body or local authority. If so, each state or UT is the place of supply. Is clear, sir?